What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. That was a little echo out. You didn't like
special
that?
effects?
Yeah.
I got to come over here one day and we got to record it.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hit the drop.
Let him add in the real echoes. We need little segment things too, like a gear talk.
Yeah,
Gear talk.
yeah.
We'll come.
Gear talk.
We'll make like one Sunday,
I've been
I'll bring my
sweating
stuff.
I've been
and then
sweating
we'll
him
just-
to make that.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Anyway,
We'll get
welcome to the podcast. I'm Joe Bunn. That's my guy, Brian Bonus CC, a.k.a. Brian B, a.k.a. DJ Brian B, a.k.a. B-Boy.
That's it. I think you get them all. You hit all the monikers.
a.k.a. Dad. What's your daughter call you? I've never asked you that.
She goes with the full daddy.
Daddy.
I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
I never called my dad daddy. Did you ever do that? I think, is that a girl thing? Maybe?
No, I call my dad and then as we both got older, I would say Pop.
Yeah, I call my dad Pops.
Yeah.
Pops.
With the S.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Pops.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dad. What's up, Dad?
That's interesting.
I'd call my
Yeah.
dad. Father's Day yesterday, by the way. Did you get any love?
I did. It's 5:45 a.m. It was started early.
Woo!
I made you a card. I'm like, hey, you can give that to me about 9. I don't need that at 5:45.
Any breakfast? Any
I
breakfast?
did
in
get
bed?
breakfast. No, I didn't get the breakfast, but she ain't.
Was it homemade?
It was homemade.
Woo!
Tara hooked that
Tara
up.
hooked it up.
Yeah.
I thought she might have gone to like picked you up something.
No, we thought about it, and she's like, "Do you just?" And so that was gonna be lazy all day.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't do that. I feel like there's something about me that's like not productive
Me
to sit
too,
on the
man.
couch all day.
I know.
So
Well,
it's
you know
then,
what? So what happened? So did you?
So then I
next
looked
thing you know,
to-
you're at the park with her or something.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't go to the park. It was so hot here.
It was nasty here. Yeah.
So we went. I found this website,
Oh, boy.
RaleighForKids.com.
Sure.
Didn't even know it was a
I
thing.
didn't either.
And we found an indoor.
Okay.
They had a Father's Day thing where they totally blew out the ad. It was like donuts for dad and these nice big donuts. I show up, it's like a little bin of like these donut holes that they had just gotten at like Publix or something.
Sure.
I'm like, that was but it was cool. It was like all these inflatables, but indoors. I was like, they got to be printing money in
Oh,
here.
gotta be.
Because they have a camp for kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, these things
So
are going to
the
get
pop up is permanent. It's a
permanent, but these are the blow up ones.
Yeah.
And they
yeah.
had 5 rooms of these things.
Right.
And there wasn't that many people there. We were like one of maybe
But
6
but that's
kids.
a shitload of square footage though. For the
$12 it cost us to go. I was like,
12 a head.
no, 12 for
That's a deal of the
I know.
century,
On
bro.
Father's Day?
We used to go to this place called Monkey Joe's. It was like that. It was like a franchise. It was expensive as shit.
Wow. I just thought, because you're not dealing with the elements with those things. That's where they really get ruined.
Yeah.
Outdoors,
Yeah,
rain,
yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
This is indoors. I'm like, the overhead of this can't be crazy.
Did you have to sign a waiver? Or?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
where
was
they,
about to say.
yeah. So
Is
then we
that-
did that. Then we went to that restaurant. Fail.
Yeah. What was it called again? Do you
I think
wanna
it's
say?
called, I don't mind putting them on blast.
Yeah,
it was like
man,
Cali, Colombe or something like
yeah.
that. It was Colombian
It's
food.
right by your house.
Yeah, always packed. We went at 4:00 yesterday.
Okay.
I was like, there's going to be no line.
Yeah.
4:00. I don't know why we went so early, but we went. 45-minute wait at 4:00.
At 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's
4
not
o'clock.
lunch or dinner time.
No. I'm like, I don't understand.
And it wasn't good.
And it was not good.
Wow, dude.
And you had to pretty much be Latin to go there.
Right.
Which I thought another plus, because no one can speak English here.
Agreed.
So it's gotta be-
to me, is a plus. Like,
yeah. No. But then the night before, we were just going out to look for something. We went to a street taco place.
okay.
Super solid.
Not a food truck.
No, this is
Okay.
an establishment. It's like right near our house, 5 minutes away.
Okay.
The guy's from Mexico City.
That's a bonus. Okay.
Super solid spot.
Okay.
You got to go there.
Do they have? I'm very gringo though. Do they have corn tortillas only, or can you get flour?
Good question.
Like the corns, bro.
Nah, I don't do the corn.
I don't get down with
It wasn't
corns.
corn, I don't
They fall
think.
apart.
I think
Okay.
it was flour. So I'll get you that spot.
All
You got to
right,
check it out.
Hold on now. But this parlays into my question
Okay.
actually perfectly.
Oh,
We didn't
man.
even plan this. Stand by. I'm going to my notes here.
I love it when you go to your notes.
I'm going to
You
notes.
prepared.
I got it. Yeah, here it is. What about this? All right, so this actually just happened to you, right? You were off Saturday night. If I tell you you're not DJing Saturday night,
Yeah.
and you can't work, like you can't, no emails,
Right.
no proposals, no
Yeah.
invoicing, no QuickBooks, or none of your shit that you do, none of the shit we do, like
Yeah.
to run a business.
Right.
Ideal night.
It would be going to a sporting activity of some sort.
Okay.
To watch.
Yeah.
In fact, there wasn't hardly anything on TV Saturday night.
There was no NHL or NBA.
I mean, I think there was an NHL, which I
I'm
mean,
not
if
a
it's
big
not
fan.
the Canes, I'm probably not paying attention.
Right.
Even though it's the Stanley Cup.
So going to like a game.
Yeah, I would do that. Or it used to be movies, but man, I haven't gone to a movie in God knows how long.
Dude, you know, Saquon's a big movie guy, and I love movies, and I'm kind of the same. I haven't seen the new Mission Impossible. I've been wanting to see that. But then, man, the main problem I have lately with movies is 3 hours is crazy.
Yeah,
and it's long. Probably 20 with the ads.
Yes.
But I love that.
I don't know that I
short
love
movie,
that.
you can't like, I don't know.
2 hours was always industry standard for me. Like I just that's what it was when you were growing up. You had 2 hours.
That's
and
a lie.
The previews were no, dude. When I was coming,
The Green Mile is like 3 hours long, bro.
Dances
I
with
like
Wolves.
King Kong is like 3 hours long.
Did I like
Star
the
Wars
Green
is like 3 hours
no,
long.
not Star Wars, not OG Star Wars.
Yes, they were. Bro, they were like 2.5 hours.
Okay, maybe he's right.
Dancing with Wolves. That was a 5 hour.
Was it 5 hours?
I don't know. Actually, it was long though. It was long.
Anyway, I don't know, man. I do love movies.
So what's your go to?
I think mine, man, is
And also mine's a restaurant of some sort.
that was going to be me. Me and Ashley going somewhere. Either we love, you know what I mean, like love, or going. I mean, dude, you send me weekly something new that's opened.
Yeah.
I probably get targeted by 2 or 3 Instagram reels a day. That is something new opening. Raleigh is absolutely exploded.
It
lately,
is,
man.
yeah.
Everywhere you look, man, they are building a building.
Right.
And in the bottom of those buildings are new restaurants, new retail, new restaurants, new retail.
It's
I mean,
great. Yeah.
I could go to a new restaurant every single night, probably for the next 45 days, and maybe still not hit them all.
So do you ever surprise Ashley with these things, or do you just because Tara? I don't know why it's in me. I just don't ever tell her where we're going. I'm like, hey, I'm going somewhere. She's like, oh, great. Where are we going now? You know, try someplace. And like with her, you know, I can kind of test it out. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas with other people, like I want to make sure it's a go-to before I recommend.
You like bring in another couple type thing.
Yes.
But I usually would say, here's the spot. I'm gonna try and make a res. What do you think about it?
Okay,
you know
so you do
mean?
get her. You get
or our friend Allison Conley is always like out. She's super social.
Okay.
You know, Mrs. Social.
Yeah.
So I'll hit her up and go, hey, have you been to this? Like there was this new kind of, I don't know if it's Middle Eastern or Indian place. It's over in that new innovation district in North Hills.
Okay.
It was super dope.
Right.
And it wasn't like curry because I don't really like curry.
Yeah.
So I don't know exact. Oh, I think the chef was from Bangladesh, but then had been, you know, living in America.
Yeah.
Worked in New York in some hot shit restaurant and then opened this place. I'm spacing on the name, but I would recommend that.
Yeah.
Like the vibe was cool.
Yeah.
He was cool. He was real young.
Yeah.
He came out, made sure everything was good. Like, I'm going to find the name and
Okay.
send you there, or I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Like you would like that place.
What'd you get?
Man, it was some kind of
Don't say
chicken
naan.
dish. No, it was no. It was
You gotta
some
get
chicken
that,
dish.
though, right?
Yeah, it was, but it was. I don't know, man. I don't remember, but it was a good spot. It was super cool. All the the vibe was right. Everybody in there just like looked like they were dressed up.
Yeah. Well,
out
most
for a
Indian
night,
restaurants are like
dates.
that anyways.
Yes,
They're like
exactly.
they're almost too upscale.
Yeah,
Like for what they're trying.
This was definitely upscale, and I'm sure it was expensive, but it was in the right building, the right part of town.
Yeah.
The right clientele, the right decor, the right food.
Right.
The kid that owned it was cool. Like it had a lot going for it.
All right.
I'm gonna put
check
you
it
on
out.
that place. I can't remember.
Well,
Anyway.
I just got back from the Midwest. I was in the Midwest for some gigs.
What was going out there?
So this mentor of mine, actually, I don't have very many mentors, but this guy's been a mentor since I was a
Jesse
kid.
Itzler.
No, close, but no.
By the way, Jesse Itzler got married in Boca Grande to Sarah Blakely in 2008.
Okay.
Like that Boca Grande is like, it's not even a stoplight. And that's like my favorite place in the world.
I'm actually doing a wedding there.
Are you?
This year.
Anyway.
Gasparin Inn.
Gasparilla Inn?
Yeah.
You're playing
I'm
there?
playing there. An after party. Just an after party. They have a band.
Oh, no. They got money if they're
So
at the Gasparilla.
I'm like, let's go. So I got that coming up.
Yo, can I
in
go
October.
with you?
Let's do it.
Let's go fishing.
And then I'm doing an event in Raleigh the very next day, which I don't do hardly
You're
any.
never here.
And I don't. It's also
With
with Lauren. Watson.
Oh, I love Lauren. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a, I don't even know. It's not in Raleigh proper. It's
Well,
like
wait,
just
we
outside.
can't even go. If we go, we can't fish. What if we go the day before?
I got a wedding. I'm doing a 3-fer.
Oh,
So-
no, I ain't going with
But
you.
anyways,
Go ahead.
I was in the Midwest
Yes.
in Kansas.
Okay, right.
We went to, actually went to Missouri first. We went
Okay.
to St. Louis. Girls
you
on
still- You got
vacation.
some friends out there too.
Yeah, our
Yes.
best friends from New York lived
I
out
remember.
in Kansas.
I remember.
But we went to St. Louis. Have you ever
Okay.
been to the Arch?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I was 16.
I
Long
took.
time ago.
I went there when I was 7.
Okay.
And took the girl. We went up there. They definitely renovated it, so it's like way more modernized
Yeah.
than I
Yeah.
remember. The carpet was nasty
Yeah.
before, but now it's like nice.
Nice.
Then we went to Kansas.
Okay.
Had a wedding at
Okay.
a place called Prairie Home, Missouri.
I thought you said this was like a festival or something.
No, I was joking with you about
Oh,
it because
okay.
I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
So we'll put it up there. But this
Yeah.
is like population 280. I'm like, is this a serious sign? Where am I going? And my point to you on the text was like, hey, if 11 people show up, this has just turned into a music festival for this town.
Oh, right.
Because
But
this
wait.
is crazy.
Hold on a second. Time out. I think I was doing a gig or something, and I just didn't read it right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where does this gig even come from?
Okay. So this is a mentor friend of mine.
Okay.
I did one of his daughter's wedding in Switzerland, right?
Okay. That's
So-
a lot different than Prairie Home, Canada, or
Missouri.
Kansas. Missouri.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shout out.
So
Shout out
Prairie Home. They actually, my buddy Sean sent me a playlist that the town put together.
Oh, yeah. You sent that to me.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
my God.
brutal. But anyways, I go out there. I needed some gear. So
Okay.
shout out Elite Sounds, Ryan Rainey, buddy
Yeah,
of mine
I
that
know
I knew
Ryan
through.
Rainey, I
He
think.
actually been to
Yeah.
the collective.
Yeah, I know him.
He hooked me up with gear, went out there, pouring rain.
Oh, boy.
Another one of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't escape the rain this year. It's
Yeah.
just been happening.
Yeah.
And they had about 280 people there. Pretty close.
The whole town
Not
came.
all from the whole town, though.
Right.
I think it was like 250, actually,
Right.
what it ended up being. But they...
What was it, a barn or pavilion?
It was like they called it the Secret Garden, was the
Okay.
name of it. And it was like just an open garden with stuff. They put out a tent.
pretty.
But everybody,
I mean,
it was.
okay.
And then they had people out there on the courtyard and you could hear the thunder. I'm like, oh, it's coming down. She's like, why don't you make an announcement to have everybody come under the tent? We're about to start. And I didn't have to say anything. It started to storm. They all just mad rushed in. And I'm like, man, that's the best announcement I could have ever made. Didn't need to say anything.
Right. Run.
But they did some really cool things. They met at a coffee shop.
Okay.
That's where they the bride and groom met. So they did what they called the first pour. And they had a little mini coffee station set up.
Way.
And they made coffee together and
Like during the ceremony?
This
or
was right after cocktail hour, before they did a grand entrance. They had everybody gather for this first pour thing,
That's
which I
kinda
thought was a really cool
Yeah, that's interesting.
thing. I mean, they had the what is it, the
Espresso machine.
yeah, but they had the way it was decorated. I forgot what those kinds of bags are, but it's like those grain kind of looking bags.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
that have beans in
Yes.
them. Or allegedly
Bean
for
bag.
the dick.
Yeah,
Like
they were
that,
all
yeah.
decorated in this one little section to kind of pay tribute to that.
I love that.
So, but
That's cool.
It was an interesting town. I mean, literally no signal in there whatsoever. I couldn't even send you that text. I probably tried to send it 7 times. It just wouldn't go through until I got back out. So it's close to University of Missouri, which is about 30 minutes away.
Okay.
In a place called Columbia, Missouri.
Okay.
And I ended up staying the night there because I was like, there's nothing in Prairie Home. I was like,
Right. I
might
got
as
to
well
get out
sleep
of
in
here.
the-
Right.
I need some internet of some sort.
Give me some
You know what I mean?
Wi-Fi.
So, anyways, good gig. I probably won't be going back, but
Right.
I even texted a couple people who live in Missouri, and they're like, "Dude, we've never heard of this town.
Never
before."
heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that kind of leads into my gear segment.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, Brian B. here. Sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast, but let's be real. You're here because you actually care about your DJ business. And if you've been nodding along yeah, I should totally step up my game, then let me make it easy for you. I've got a coaching platform, the DJ's Creative Edge, where I help DJs like you stand out, raise their prices without feeling guilty, and actually get paid what they're worth. We're talking one-on-one coaching, a killer course option to help you define your uniqueness, and a group coaching option with other DJs who actually get it. The website, thedjscreativeedge.com. That's thedjscreativeedge.com, because repetition works. And if you want to just lurk for now, hit up Instagram at the DJ's Creative Edge. All right, back to the show before Joe starts yelling in his extra thick North Carolina accent about how back in his day, DJs used CDs and still had to walk uphill both ways to a gig.
So
Nice
I
segue.
love renting gear from
Yes.
people who just to see what their rigs look like.
Yeah.
So he had, I don't even remember what kind of booth. He had a booth. And so I was able to fit it all into my car. And in it was already
Oh,
pre-wired.
you didn't set up all your stuff? You
No, this was because they don't have anything in Prairie Home. I mean, the closest thing was like 3 hours away. So I'm like, I might as well get it in Kansas City, drive it up.
Oh, I see.
So I don't even think I would be shocked if there's a DJ who lives there. Maybe there is. Probably crushing the Prairie Home market.
Right.
I mean, how many weddings are you doing with 280 people? In fact, the funniest thing about it was if you do my buddy's like who lives in Kansas, he was like, dude, I've never heard of that. So he did a little Google search and he wrote how they describe the town is absolutely hysterical. They said, hold on a second, you'll die when you see this.
Prairie Home.
Yeah, it said hold on a second. Give me 1 second. It's oh wait, it's done one more. I can't find it. It was something like that. They average. It's a growing city. They're averaging like one person per year in the last like 60 years. Is the way talk about a marketing spin,
Wow.
right? So, anyways, but the gear fine. This was the power strip that was inside the booth.
Okay.
And I just thought it was super cool because it's got multiple outlets on the front, sides, and top.
Yeah.
With the USB inside.
USB regular and USB-C.
And the switch is here. So you don't have to worry about, because sometimes if it's on top,
Yeah.
it can get bumped if it's on the whatever. So, and it's pretty heavy duty, in my opinion.
I like this one. Yeah.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I do.
So, of course, I had to take a picture, bought a few of them because
And
I
it's
liked
got
it.
the 90-degree plug for the wall.
Mm-hmm. And I just like the fact that it's got a lot of different places to place the outlet, so you're not stuck with one way only.
Amazon, obviously.
Amazon. So what do you think it is?
$15.99. No, higher. Damn, $9.99.
$9.99 for one.
Damn, I thought this might be removed for $9.99 for one.
But it's sturdy.
It's great. I love
If you're
it.
looking for one that's flat like this, because sometimes you don't have the room to do the whole strip.
That's right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So this, I just feel like it was a great thing I found in somebody's rig.
Solid purchase. Shout out Ryan Rainey.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So
Love it.
anyways, you
That's
want
a
to hit
good
into
one.
the question?
Sure. Let's get into it. We flip that. Thank you, my friend.
DJ Fire.
DJ Fire. In fact,
116.
I think I was talking to that guy earlier today. He was having some problems with something, and I just answered him. I think it's the same guy. Maybe not. Could be multiple DJ Fires.
Could be.
That's a good
Well,
name.
he's the 116th
He
one
could
on the
be
list.
The DJ _ Fire number 116. That's
Yeah,
true.
and it has the underscore. So you gotta have that. Man, there's a lot of DJ Fires out there.
What are your thoughts about in-ear monitors versus over-the-ear headphones? You know what? I am actually very biased on this subject
You are.
because I think it's been at least 3 or 4 years since I got rid of headphones.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe longer.
Do you even carry a backup just in case?
Oh, of course,
Okay.
100%. I still have my V-Motos. They are definitely in that bag right there, and they are in the pocket for them in their case. With the removable, 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch adapter in case I don't have one
It's
or
only
the
been
other.
like one incident, maybe in the last 3.
Yeah, we couldn't. I had hit a button on the pack, the belt pack, and changed
'Cause
the
it's wireless.
squelch. Yeah, I'm wireless.
Any lag?
0 lag. No, but I mean these are they're expensive in-ear monitors. They are made by
Custom
Ultimate Ears.
molds.
I went to the ear doctor, got a custom mold made, sent them off, had these made. Man, this could be 5, 6, 7 years ago now. Then had one pack, and I don't remember what it was, but then, no, I think I've always been on this Sennheiser in-ear monitor pack. I mean, it's what they're for.
What was the catalyst in making you move?
I just don't like headphones. I think they're hot. I was going through a bunch. They would either break or the ear cups would start to do that thing where the paint starts to flake off and then it gets on your ears or on your bald head or whatever, in your hair if you have hair. Like, I just got tired of them, man. I didn't like them hanging around my neck. I don't like that thing where people do it, wear it forwards like a headband. I don't like the thing. Like,
So since you've gone back and forth, pros, cons with
I
the
think-
in-ears.
I think
So I'll give you my cons in a minute.
The pros are It just looks
clean.
and professional. Even with one of them dropped, like I can tuck it inside my jacket and you never see it.
Right.
Because I'm not wearing both of them. I need to be able to hear the crowd reaction. That's if I had to say the con,
That was
the
gonna be
con
one of my
is
cons.
if you wear both, you would technically have to run some sort of microphone into the audience or set up on your booth pointed towards the crowd or pointed towards somebody giving them a request. Because when you lock them in your
It's
ears,
immersive.
you can't hear much.
Right.
That's the negative. There is no lag. They're awesome.
But they're one's constantly in your ear.
Correct. Unless somebody comes up and really wants to, like, bride comes up, first thing I do is grab it and pull it down. Mother of the bride comes up, I'm taking it out. Random fuck boy comes up and wants to request,
I can't hear you.
Mr. Brightside. I'm just like, yeah, we just nod and smile. And then, and then I'll look at Saquon and I'll go, what did he say? And he goes, I don't know. I don't either. We both smiled at him and sent him on his way. And thumbs up. And I don't know, man. I just think it looks better. I think you look better in pictures. I think it looks cooler. I think it looks like you're a rock star, like you're.
So it had nothing to do with like performance or your ears,
because the other thing was, hearing wise and the tinnitus and the ringing in my ears, and I'm able to turn these down lower because it is right in your ear.
Yeah,
I don't have to, dude. I was like, if I handed those headphones to somebody else, a normal person, when I used to wear the headphones and put them on their head, they'd be like, Jesus, man, what are you doing? Like, it just was too loud.
Right.
And you don't have to turn up in-ears so loud.
So post gig, can you tell a difference that it's probably been years now.
It's been years.
Maybe the first couple of times you could tell a noticeable difference between, like, was there less ringing in your
100%.
ears? Okay.
100%. And to be honest, man, after doing this now for 40 years, my hearing is not, knock on wood, destroyed. I go every year and get my hearing checked. The highest end of the when they do the sound, I've lost that. I don't hear the high end stuff anymore. But normal volume stuff and regular frequencies, I hear just fine.
So to give this guy some context, what are you talking about? Like what should he budget for with this? You're saying if you're going to do it, go high end?
Oh, if you're going to do it right. Over $1,000.
Okay. But it's a one-time purchase.
Yes.
Have you had to replace anything on them?
No, I haven't. I've never replaced the Ultimate ears.
Okay.
That's a lie. The cable's special and it attaches to the in-ears. And then the part right above the in-ear has a piece of wire in it. So it kind of goes around your ear. And that kind of gets a little bit janky after about a year.
Okay.
And the cable's probably $60.
Got it. So you have a backup with you of those or no?
I do have a backup of that.
Right.
And again, I got my headphones if I had to go.
But the molds have lasted.
The molds are the exact same molds. In fact, it's got an old logo on one ear and then the play button on the other ear.
Right. Okay.
And
I used to use them in the band back in the day. And
everybody. And I think that was the original thing. I just was like, oh, this is going to look cool. Like, makes you look like a star.
Right.
But then I'm like, man, I'm definitely not playing. I can look at the knob on the mixer and tell you it's not as loud.
Yeah.
On the Q knob.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know, man. I think if you went to them, you would be like, oh yeah, this is, and again, just freeing yourself from the booth.
Right.
Like I've walked away before trying to, I need to go grab something out of my DJ bag, 6 steps that way before and had a set of headphones on and literally rip the cable in half.
Yeah.
Or rip them off my neck. Whereas this belt pack, like, even if I go pee or something and I'll be like Saquon, just like this is going to end cold, just slam fade in, bright side or whatever. I can literally be in the bathroom, like hearing what's going on.
Because it's Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth or how is it connecting?
No, it is. It's the same frequency as a mic frequency, whatever those are.
Wow,
Yeah.
and there's no latency. That's insane. That's insane. Okay.
There are wireless headphones out now too by a company called AIAIAI.
That's one I was just going to talk about. Yeah. That's what I use.
Yeah. Do you like those?
Love them.
Really?
Great. And I think the biggest selling point to me is the fact that every part can be put together of this headphone. Like you get literally the brain
bend.
part, right? The bend. And then you have each cup can go on them. I mean, every piece can be removed and you can buy each one if any of them fail separately.
Did you buy those or they send them to you?
No, I bought them. I
was trying to get a free set, but they weren't. Maybe I'm not big.
Well, I think they're out in Europe too, by the way. So they probably not big in the US. But
they don't like that stupid ass white boy from the South.
But I actually had a friend of mine who said you should try them with wirelessly.
Yeah.
And it is a Bluetooth signal. And I was like, ugh, I don't know if this is going to really work.
Yeah.
The latency is so little, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
And for mixing, like even a little off
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Sure.
And it's as if they're in there.
Really?
The problem with them in wireless mode is that I notice you can't turn them up too loud, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
They start to kind of distort a bit in your ears. But if I have the wire with it, I can go louder with them. I don't know why that is.
Are you saying the wire to your controller or
to the controller?
Oh, right.
To the ear.
Right.
Straight in rather than the wireless.
Right.
But I use the Bluetooth in them.
Correct.
When I'm just on a plane.
Oh.
Anywhere. I could just have those things on because the battery life is
expensive,
insane.
right?
They are, yeah, they're like $200 or $300. Yeah, somewhere in that range. I have not gone in ear just because.
To me, the in ear for you, the key metric is don't mess your hair up.
It's true.
Like that's premium hair.
Yeah.
The band over the head.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you got that dent in the middle of the coif.
Yeah.
That's not fresh, bro.
It's not fresh. It is not fresh.
Because I mean,
I just think,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm bald.
So the funny thing is it is a look, right? Like to me, I'm like, I can tell a guy's a DJ. Not saying that you don't look like a DJ because if I came up and saw it in your ear, I'm like, okay, guys, he just spent $1,000. I can tell he's not like
or more.
Yeah. But if I didn't see that, I'd be like, is this guy even pressing buttons or is he like a real DJ? Like, I think there is something to that look of that. Now, I never actually wear it this way over it. I'm always like half on, back of the neck.
What about the forehead style? Like,
I
we
can't
know
do
some
that.
people that do that.
Isn't that a Drew Piercy? A Drew Pierce special?
Nepa
is like that.
It was
for
Nepa
sure.
was the king of the forehead.
I can't do it. I don't have that kind of forehead. I don't have a premium forehead. I can't pull that.
I feel like I do, but I've never gone forehead style. But I'm trying to think of what I did. No, I was definitely over the top.
I'm always
one
halfer.
on, one off.
Exactly.
Right.
And I feel like and now what I've done is it's not really to this question, but I always have a monitor. Unless I have 50 people or less, a monitor is a guarantee. And that has allowed me to keep the volume kind of a little bit in check because I would overcompensate.
Yeah, on the mains.
So I could hear.
Yeah, right. I was doing that recently and I looked at the second one. I'm like, damn, I've even gone too far for myself.
Right. So the monitor has helped me kind of like keep things in check.
Or something
and then
like
I don't have to, an Everse or I've even used a 30, an Evolve
on
30.
Your foot?
No,
I mean, is the Everse down by your foot or you put it on a stand?
Yes, no, on the floor. But I have used an Everse 30.
Yeah, the 30's good,
and they match with whatever. Like it blocks it because it's literally right next to the main. Usually is where I put it.
Right,
and I just crank it up, and it's great. I don't have it on the entire time. Just when I'm doing
just
mix
on the
points.
booth out.
Yeah, booth out. So it's been a fail safe.
I wish the in-ears weren't so expensive because I would buy you a pair and I think you would see the light.
Yeah,
I can't. It's a good gift for you. But when we hit season
15?
15.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll buy you a set.
Sounds good. I hope this helps.
Good question, man. Thanks, DJ Fire. Appreciate that.
116.
116. You've heard me and Brian B talk about running a successful DJ business every week here on this podcast. But if you want more, you need the DJ's Vault. For just $25 a month, you get access to my proven sales and marketing strategies, all of my documents, live trainings, discounts, and a community of DJs who are growing their businesses every day. The DJ's Vault has been called the Netflix of DJ information. Want to try it free for a whole week? Go to www.thedjsvault.com/free week and get inside right now. Is that it for this episode?
Well, we got to obviously thank our sponsor.
Hell yeah, DJ Event Planner. Shout out. What do you like about DJ Event Planner, man? You
this time of year?
Yeah.
Man, I love being able to, I got 4 inquiries this weekend.
That's nice.
I'm like in the middle of the summer. It's kind of rare. We usually don't get them like till the end of summer.
Right. All over the place type stuff or Florida stuff?
All over the place. So I'm just like hitting, we have an automatic reply.
Yeah.
But I have to hit the go button on it because sometimes I'll add something to it or whatever. Yeah. But having that on my phone to be able to do that and it sends it and they are scheduled it before I even hit Monday, to have an appointment with us to talk things through.
Even on Father's Day, this man's out there hustling, guys.
Got to book him.
Got to book him.
Book it while it's hot.
That's what Alan Berg says. You get back to him as quick as you can. Yeah.
And you can do it with the system. They're tracked.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. DJEventPlanner.com. If you need a CRM to keep track of all your leads, make sure to check them out. They have been really good to the podcast, so appreciate that. If you, by the way, have a product, software, anything, kind of, I would say it needs to be DJ related.
Yeah.
Energy drink. What about beard oil? Briggs makes beard
Yeah,
oil.
we could- I'll
Neither
take
one
it.
of us have a beard worth of shit, though.
Yours is way
I'll
better
be
than
the
mine.
tester. I'll test.
Yeah.
Saquon's good beard tester.
Yeah.
Anything, product like that, you want to sponsor the podcast, reach out to us. Very affordable. And we feel like we have a great audience.
We do.
Leave us a review, and that's it, y'all. We'll see you next week. These drop every single Wednesday morning. We will never let you down. See ya.
Later.